unrelated car finance simplified video. It's been a hell of a long time since I made a video. I know that we had a torrid time last year moving house, and that took all of my time and mental energy. But I am going to start putting out lots more content later in the year. But before I can do that, I'm going to build my new man cave. So if anybody's interested, please comment below and I will document or try and document the build process that I'm going through. This is the third garden room that I've built. This one's going to be the best yet. This is a very quick design if anybody's interested in building stuff. What's unique about this garden room, I think, and the last garden room I did compared with a lot of companies that build garden rooms, is this is going to have what's known as a warm roof. So it's a warm roof deck. So basically what you have is your rafters going this way, and then you have a deck, that's a ply deck. Then I'm going to have 100mm PIR insulation. Then you have another roof deck. So basically your insulation goes on the warm side of the deck. Now that also means that as well as avoiding cold spots through these rafters here, you get a much better U value in your roof, but it also means I've got all this space free for spotlights and cabling and infrastructure and that kind of thing without interfering with insulation. And it's a lot quicker to build because you're just laying 8x4 PIR sheets straight on the roof deck. This is also going to have a steel in it. So there's a 120mm by 80mm box steel section here. I'm going for aluminium bifold doors here, courtesy of Modern UPVC Windows. Not affiliated with them at all, but if anyone's interested, they are a brilliant website, brilliant service based over in Leicester. I'm also going for integrated blinds, so it's going to be really swish. And this time, my last one that I built was cedar clad. This is going to be composite clad. I haven't got a picture at the moment, but basically it's a really nice kind of contemporary vertical composite cladding. And the main difference with this one, which I'm going to try, which I've never done before, is it's difficult to show on here because I haven't got all the cladding drawn on. But if you look here, it is a sloping roof. Now, I was really fortunate when I bought this house. The guy who'd renovated all the house had already put in a concrete slab. He'd already put in drainage, and he'd already run a 6mm armoured 32-amp supply from the house and 2 data connections. So the infrastructure's already there. So I haven't got to really worry about the base on this. So what I'm planning on doing is, if I show you under here, it's essentially going to be a 3x4 frame secured directly to the concrete slab. I'll put some DPC under here, and then that basically makes the floor. And then inside, once I've got the frame in, there's going to be 100mm PIR laid straight on the floor, and then a floating 18mm tongue and groove chipboard layer on the top here. So that it's going to be a lot easier to build, actually, this one. Slight difference, I've gone for a thicker front wall, so it's actually a 5x2 front wall, just to take this steel. It's about 45 kilos of steel going in there. But yes, sorry, the interesting thing that I was going to talk about is there's not going to be any fascia or soffits on this. It's going to be a completely square box. But the way that the guy had put the soakaway in, the soakaway is here on the front of the building. So I've obviously got to put some kind of slope in. So it's going to have a slight 1 in 44 front to back. So you can see here, there's a slight fall on it. But I'm going to disguise that. So if we look at the other side across the roof, you can see that I'm going to make the outside level, if that makes sense. So there's about 75mm here. So from the outside, it'll look completely straight. And then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to somehow, not sure quite how yet, I'm going to put an outlet here, probably a 65mm downpipe, which will come straight through the cladding and then drop straight into the soakaway below down here. So from the outside, it'll look a perfect square box, if you like. So it should look quite contemporary. If anyone's interested in seeing more about this, I know it's nothing to do with car finance, so many of you won't care. If anyone's interested in me going through the build process, you know, I can do some regular updates as to how it's going. I know when I was first researching garden rooms 15, 20 years ago, it was interesting to see how other people were tackling the problem. So if anyone's interested, please let me know and I'll do some regular updates. I'm going to start building in a couple of weeks' time. I reckon in the first weekend I can get the base and the four walls up and the roof rafters on, and maybe the first deck. Then I should say, on top of the final roof deck, it's an EPDM rubber roof, so it's one piece of rubber, guaranteed for 50 years, so that'll certainly outlive me. Okay, I hope that was useful. Hope you're all well. As ever, the spreadsheet, the app, all available still on my online store. There'll be an update to the salary sacrifice sheet coming in April, although I'm not sure anything's actually changed from an employee's perspective. Employer national insurance has gone up, obviously, which is going to penalise companies everywhere, but from a salary sacrifice point of view, I'm not sure there's any changes. Anyway, I'll get back to you about that. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.